This is a classic and humorous illustration of a logical fail that makes for a fantastic teaching moment. Here is a description of the scene and the funny logic behind it for your students. The heavy sack logic. In this image, we see two men, Carlos and Edward, riding in a wooden cart being pulled by a hard-working mule along a dusty road. The cart is already loaded with several large heavy sacks. The situation. Carlos, the man on the left, is sitting in the cart, but he is holding a large heavy sack on his shoulder. He looks like he is working hard to carry it. Edward, the man on the right, is looking at him with a confused expression. The funny mistake. Edward is trying to explain a simple law of physics to his friend. Carlos thinks that by holding the sack on his own shoulder, he is saving the mule from feeling the extra weight. However, Edward points out that because Carlos is already sitting inside the cart, the mule has to pull the weight of the cart, the weight of both men, and the weight of the sack, no matter who is holding it. By carrying the sack on his shoulder, Carlos is only making himself tired, but he isn't helping the mule at all. Vocabulary and concepts for students. Mule. An animal, the offspring of a donkey and a horse, known for being very strong and used for pulling heavy loads. Cart. A strong vehicle with wheels, usually pulled by an animal. Weight. How heavy something is. Logic. A way of thinking that makes sense. In this case, Carlos's logic is faulty. It has an error. To pull. To move something toward you or behind you, like the mule is doing. To carry. To hold the weight of something, like Carlos is doing with the sack. Discussion questions. Physics. If Carlos stands up in the cart, does the sack become lighter for the mule? Answer: no. Observation. How can you tell that the road is dry? Answer: you can see the dust rising behind the wheels. Humor. Why is this picture funny? Have you ever tried to help someone in a way that didn't actually help? Grammar point. Should for advice. You can use this image to practice giving advice with should. Example. You should put the sack down. Example. You shouldn't carry the bag while you are sitting in the cart.